Yeah, for anyone's legend, I can see, like, we don't really see level 1s that often anymore, now that the game is a lot faster and level 1 waves come. Wave being in a position where they're going to be super unsafe and you suspect to a gank from Tarzan's Pantheon, or are they just going to let Kyle and Hope push it in? They proc the full facial passive from
going well.
Yeah, cool. Flash in for Hope. Wait a minute, Chachi and Foggy just win the two.
I feel like Tarzan was kind of trying to mind game the W. To not have it be interrupted by or buffered by Ambessa's R.
And I don't 369 push in.
I think they're smart to wait for this one. It's a no flash Scion. Pillar
he showed. Okay,
yeah.
Well, there's the pillar, there's the public execution, but he buffers with the unstoppable onslaught. Nigel tries to flash to interrupt it. Just one more auto attack will do the trick, but here comes the Grand Starfall, and the response from Tarzan is just that much greater. Nio now in a world of hurt because he flashed to try to stop Flandre from escaping. That's the all-star jungler coming in to bail out. Nio does get a chance to secure the crab. They jump onto Cream. He flashes away, but Shanks falls up. Emperor's Divide. Swoop-de-whoop. Good night to Cream. And Nio is now in a position where he has to force the fight onto Shanks. Trades one back. Top Esports bot lane is the first one to the play, but Tarzan blocks all the incoming damage with the Empowered Aegis Assault. Hope with the flash and the Arc of Ruin slows down Nio enough for Tarzan to slay him with the Comet Spear. Chachi's the next one to fall. Fongui makes it out alive, but anyone's legend are for the better on the play.
Cream
is a lot of boom boom. I almost thought that we were about to get another boom boom in that bottom side jungle, because that was one of the places that anyone's legend did get pretty much pwned by BLG in their previous series.
Tarzan's close. He's ulting.
Uh-oh, 369 forced to flash away, but here comes the unstoppable onslaught. Does not connect. 369 able to dodge it, but a flash for the mocking shout into the slow. But Fongui comes in, pumps away Tarzan, and now Flandre might be in danger. He needs to wait for another soul for the shield. The pillar is there. Massive glacial fissure for the knockup from the back line. What's happening on bot side? Hope just beat Chachi in a 1v1 and back to top lane. Now Nio's on the run. Anyone's legend is winning out once again. They lose Flandre, but a price of 1 death for 3 kills. I take that trade all day, every day.
I thought that they were going to have the numbers advantage when Cream was coming in. Focus right on Cream. They're not going to waste their time with the Ambassador, the Trundle. They're going to take down the damage target and Cream, remove him immediately.
Hope's in trouble, still has flash. He uses it, but he's getting flashed on by Nio as well, but he gets away! The peeling and the space provided by the rest of his team allows him to escape. He heals a little bit. Tarzan goes back. Then the shockwave misses on the Tarzan. He finally goes down. But at this point, it's just an anyone's legends fight to win. Triple for Shanks. It's almost looking like a quadra, but Hope picks up the last kill. And this one is looking done and dusted.
I think it's GG. It's 4K gold lead for AL, and no towers have fallen. They can really pressure these towers, get a lot more gold in their pockets, and I don't know what happened to kick off this fight from Top Esports. But, I mean, frankly, looking at a few sloppy fights coming out from Top kind of back to back to back here, Rafa.
Oh my God,
369.
369. Oh no, Flandre. Well, we've hit that point in the matchup where the tank is strong, and this probably is GG.
Yeah, I mean, looking back, I really like how Tarzan pathed to target the Ambessa. I think that taking the Pantheon, that global presence, and just ensuring they can win that 2v2 top side was a big difference.
Fight continues. Oh boy, and the tempo taken advantage of by Tarzan with the Grand Starfall completely isolates Fongui. Nio cannot get in to bail out his support. It is just anyone's legend. What? Another 1v1? Okay, both kills going down.
That's a nice shutdown for Jachi.
Yeah, 760 gold in the pocket. I'll take that if you are Jachi.
Like, I don't really see the angle, like, from the play kicking off where Top can win that outside of Tarzan's on Herald.
What the hell is happening?
As
okay, well,
the chaos continues.
Yep. Welcome to LPL. If this is your first time watching, this is what happens in these games. It's just fighting all the time, every time. Flandre does not go down because he's way too tanky, but they did drop one.
And we're just not seeing that from 369 and Cream so far this season.
And it's been the focus of pretty much all of our discussions about Top Esports every time we come into a series for the day. As 369 in a world of trouble. Good shield on the repudiation, but just not enough to survive the dive. It does open up a window for against a deficit of 5,000 gold.
Yeah, this focus on the 369 has been very nice.
Oh no.
From Tarzan this game. As bounced off the pillar.
Yep. Unlucky for Nio. I don't know if he was spotted on a jungler here at 21 minutes, so anyone's legend feel bold enough to just force his Baron.
Andre's level 15, holding the door. And yeah, I don't know if they can get in. Shanks pumping against Cream there. He's already at half. And they can leave Sion.
Hang on, they're not burning down this Baron fast enough, I believe. It's still at 5,000 HP. So, one of the things that we've learned about this season, Matt, is that Baron is incredibly harder to...
too, because I know we only have today and tomorrow on this patch.
Yep. Flandre getting engaged on with a subjugate. Tarzan jumps onto Nio's face first. Decimating smash gets another knockup, but it's a follow-up from the rest of Top Esports trying to barrel on through. Flandre eventually brought down. Kyle with the flash linking for the Glacial Fissure onto the back line, but rest of Top Esports, they've already taken their kill, and the flash from Kyle to dodge the public execution. It could have been another setup for Top Esports. Justin took their time to make sure that they could all move in at once so that they didn't get pounced upon by Top Esports waiting in the river for this dragon fight. But in the end, anyone's legend does pick up the dragon, and Top Esports or not, that's his soul furnace stacks.
Yeah, he does.
Now I understand. I was like, why does that number look significantly different? Hang on, Glacial Fissure on to 3. It allows Kyle to escape and engage from Fong Yue. Took about almost half of his HP as punishment, but does make it out alive.
Yeah, it's an ult for nothing, so that's a loss for AL, and gonna give Top Esports that crab and more control over this top side.
Dude, Top Esports just oh, it's so dangerous. Because if you get shredded and then Shanks and Hope just rip you apart, that's not ideal for Top Esports. I feel like you would just rather try and force anyone's legend to start the Baron so that you can capitalize on top of that. But
I think getting 369 gold was the biggest win they could have gotten in that last sequence. Was outside the brush basing, and the ward in that red side brush fought him. And I think that's what AL kind of ripped this off of. But man, that's a big mistake. Jockey taking that damage bad.
Remember, he doesn't have boots. I think he already used his Valkyrie. Still holding on to the flash and the barrier. Big shockwave, though. Tarzan gets dropped. He still has the GA. Shanks goes flying in. Good night, Chachi. Shanks has done his job and assassinated the AD carry. A flash from Cream to try and take out Shanks and make a trade. He goes golden. He stalls time. But Cream could be the next on the chopping block, and with a common spear to the head, he goes down in the dirt. Anyone's legend find the final window, and we'll close out game 1.
Hope was able to get out, keeping 369 down all game. Pays off in the last fight for AL, as 369 could not connect on Hope in the backline. Hope did play that fight out very well. He got low, but he flashed the public execution, able to use the Transcendence to kite enough with the Braum passive to survive. And while that wasn't the case for Joshi on the other side, thanks to Shanks, he's the only one in the gray screen. He gets his team to win.
Definitely took a while in the mid-game for anyone's legend to close the game out off of what we felt like was a distinct advantage.
Now, for AL, it is Cataclysm. It is heroic entrance from Galio. The lockdown's real. The only thing that I'll say is that Merctra is going to feel really good on the side of Top Esports this game. I think they had last year. Some of it for me was pending on, you know, what Flandre's champion pool was and how effective it was as well. So see if that can continue to be effective. He's definitely a good Galio player.
Wait a minute. Really good follow-up. Flash Hope. Nicely done, even after the flash.
But, I mean, I don't really know what to say there, Rafa. There's a lack of barrier, and you're opting into fighting Varus Leona this early. That's not a great strategy. Seeing if Joshi was taking barrier or cleanse, and it just turns out the cleanse was so late that I don't feel bad anymore. Okay, that goes sideways. Dive in. Good night.
Wow.
Yep.
Two-man knock-up. Easy peasy. Lemon
squeeze. It doesn't give you much agency at all. Out of the mid lane, it's really tough to reach poke Varus with anything, but
they're just kind of flipping and seeing and hoping for the best. And Tarzan's gonna revisit bot lane. Cleanse is available for Joshi, but you cannot cleanse a knockup. Does cleanse the stun, but that just makes it easier for Tarzan to lay down the CC. Kyle takes up the turret aggro beautifully, and it's now 2 kills for Hope total. Well, Tarzan's gonna contest Nio on this grub pit. Nio does secure 1 with the smite, but the Cyclone does buy some time. Tarzan deciding whether he wants to flash out of the pit or not. Equalizer comes through, and Tarzan ends up going down swinging. Wait a minute. Can Cream pop off here? Realm Warp is used to reposition Shanks out of danger. Flandre didn't go through. What? How'd that happen?
All right, we're back.
About to get a triple kill right here.
The game's
Top
back.
Esports.
Woo.
They might be back in the game.
Given away by AL. Top Esports, they had all the control. They have the strength right now, and AL going to go find luck elsewhere.
You called out. Mid-jungle advantage. Wukong being on that Trinity Force. Gunblade for Cream. It's a scary prospect. And Hope, he has Flash. But the Chain of Corruptions does not really work out in the end.
Yeah.
And, yeah, nicely done by Nio to be able to get over that ultimate. And now...
have access to that TP, so more waves will be lost. Tarzan answering, taking away camps on the top side, and Cream flashless.
Rune Prison could layer up the EQ. Oh, barely misses the knockup.
We'll put Cream.
Green doesn't want to... Okay, I thought he was going to jungle and the ADC. Top Esports are already trying to assemble position for this Rift Herald fight 30 seconds before it starts up, but they're looking for Fong Yue first, and Nio just says, I'm sorry, friend, I cannot bail you out. Tarzan already pressuring Jachi out of the pit, but they don't finish off Fong Yue, so he escapes.
TP. I think the TP takes honestly pretty nice, because this is far enough before Rift Herald where this gives AL options. They can play into the Rift Herald, or they can also play away from it.
Cream still doesn't have Flash. Or it might just be coming up soon.
Look at Nio. Nio's not spotted.
Waiting for the moment. Cyclone at the ready. Kyle's going to face check into the Wukong. Fong Yue stuns up for now. Top Esports forced to give up their position and cannot commit to the flank, but it does allow Cream to get back in space.
That was honestly a good defense there from top.
The only person that they chunked out. Yeah, they only chunked out Fong Yue, but everyone else is pretty healthy to look for the play. It does force out the TP from Flandra. Nio, Jink brings it to 3K. They're looking for 369 on the left side. Nio's forced out of the pit. The bullet, what? He still secured the Rift Herald over the wall. That's crazy. Top Esports now looking for the re-engage. Equalizer forces anyone's legend to split up. Tarzan flashing after Cream, trying to finish off the Akali in the back line. Fong Yue, can he stop him from getting on top of Cream? He backs away for now. 369 steps up, turns on the Jets. Jachi getting assassinated on the right side from Shanks' rise. But the rest of Top Esports are starting to corral. They want to be able to fight through their way on the front line, but Shanks collapsing in forces Top Esports to retreat. 369 getting slowed now, and the rest of anyone's legend can finally run him down with arrows in the back. Anyone's legend. It was a weird fight. They're going to continue the play. The taunt does not connect, but it sets up Hope to find a triple. Can he get more? The turret aggro is ramping up, so anyone's legend.
And, yeah, I mean, Top Esports they got baited in too far again here. They split up, and this fight was all AL. But I really feel like the engage from Kyle picking the top side punished a poor setup for top, because they had MF only in a position to ult the objective. After that, Jachi couldn't play out the fight from there, just given the positioning of his teammates and how AL went in. So I think
targets, and they're for different purposes. Like you said, two of them were used to either get out of the pit or just to finish off the objective. And now we have another fight on this top left side. Nio already spinning, trying to win the fight. Shanks is getting brought super low. Cream dashes in for the perfect execution, but already missed. Gets Rune prisoned up. Bullet time starting to rip through. Kyle totally isolated. Tarzan and Shanks are forced to bail, and this time it's Top Esports that come up swinging.
That wasn't available to him there because of the collapse from top. Very well played.
Gonna look for a collapse though. 369, no flash available, so Tarzan sends it for an immediate cataclysm into the full combo of both of his solo laners to follow.
Back is Fondre gonna join the team now. I don't love... Top Esports just gave away a lot of space there with Cream arriving late. I think that Cream is going to have to go all the way around now to find a flank.
Fong Yue, flashback to Storm, looking in. Equalizer right over the top, but Hope is out of the death zone there. Third Dragon goes over to Top Esports, but here's the heroic entrance in the Cataclysm. Cream looking for the backline right now. Kyle getting brought insanely low. Hope is being bought space, but Nio flashes in, tries to give him a couple more bonk sticks, and the rest of anyone's legend are just going to sacrifice Hope to the win. They're going to look for the next play onto Jachi instead, but Tarzan too low, can't sustain with the Sundered Sky procs, and Shanks just cannot supply the damage.
Middle of that realm warp to me, and didn't end up following along the train. So I think that re-engage might have been there for AL if Tarzan was in that realm warp.
Taken. I'd have 2 nickels, which it's not a lot, but it is strange that anyone's legend has fallen victim to it now twice. Another combo. Jachi rips, and Kyle is trying to get away from now. Tarzan immediately turns on to Cream, but the perfect execution gets out of the Cataclysm, deletes Kyle, and Shanks is the next one to fall, and Cream is A-okay to walk out of the fight. Top Esports still rocking with all 5, and they're going to try their luck at this Baron.
I really think that when AL looks at this game again, they're going to want to look at that grub fight and how they threw this one away. As they had this game snowballing in their favor with a lot of momentum. I think that once Top got that foothold, I mean, Top played this one out well. Cream, good comeback game this time around, and Nio's had a really solid game, Rob, right? This has been a really good look for Nio.
He has managed to stay alive in every near-death encounter.
The problem in game 1, and a couple of these rolling engages have been very nice, straightforward, and sound for top esports in game 2. We're going to catch out Kyle, and he's going to fall.
Oh, no. And if they don't get vision now, it's going to be way too hard once top esports are able to push in all of these side lanes and have full control of this bottom side jungle. Tarzan looking for it.
Okay.
Cataclysm right onto Nio, but he just clone dashes out of it. Here comes a response TP with Cream. Nio spinning with the Cyclone. Cream immediately looks for the backline. Shuriken does not quite connect, but he looks for Flandra instead anyway, as well as Kyle. And both of the frontline members for anyone's legend are gone. Top Esports is going to take this opportunity to push in, open up the base. Not sure if they're going to try to go for the game end, but they have a free window to look at the Mountain Soul if they want to afterwards. But look at this, Matt. They want to push. They want to go all the way to the end. Found Volume Wave, Flash, Magnet Storm, finds Hope. And this could just be it.
GG's.
Top Esports looking for the win with all 5 pushing in. Game 3 is on the horizon, folks. And it's Top Esports pushing anyone's legend to the brink. Kyle comes back from the grave, tries to save the game, but Tarzan gets dropped alongside the rest of them. GG, well played. We're going to game 3.
Really nice game.
The answer in Top Esports eyes is correct. Wow. So off of quite a impressive performance from Nio in the face of Tarzan in game 2, they are giving him the keys to the kingdom. Does go wide. Tarzan is going to at least respect the presence of Nio here. But this could be a smite fight. Yep. Watch for 600. 800, he dashes in. Tarzan wins the flip, and now Nio's in a world of trouble. Nio, even if he flashes away, I don't think he gets out alive. The flashback in? No way, they win it! Oh my goodness, Nio, with the help of Kreen, turn the 2v1, and that's first blood for the Viego. Now 2v2 all in. Volume Wave flashes over the grand entrance. Kyle's about to get dropped by Chachi, but not before Hope is able to take a bite out of Fongyue's health bar. Chachi with purple and blue guns isn't enough to overturn the fight. Hope with the barrier, looks for one more boomerang play, barely misses, but one more on attack, gets the job.
So, no access to barrier might have been the difference in that 2v2.
Looking for Hope right now. They know he does not have flash. They proc the spell shield early so that Viego's stun could connect, but they don't have enough damage to follow up on the play. And Tarzan committed to the dragon, secures it, and now he's ready to turn the fight if necessary. Cream forced to use the Scatter of the Week just to keep Shanks at bay. Top Esports don't find anything in the trade.
Dragon does go over to AL.
But Nio now is in the wings, and Flandra does not have ulti, so he's going to have to time this flash perfectly on the W. Goes invisible with the W. The patience, not enough, but Kyle's here to turn the play. Oh boy, Nio comes up tails. And he might be flipping burgers if he gets run down by the rest of anyone's legend here. Shanks pops the ghost. He's ready to run down this Viego and ruin this king. He goes back in, tries to turn it for a reset, but it ain't happening anytime.
Able to step out of that Q coming in after the scatter. And the move speed buffs that he gets, like the percentage scaling, it's quite significant. I think that's why he won Ghost probably too.
Tarzan does secure it, but look at this. Trinity Force available for Nio. The first reset is going to come in soon. He can get a chance to possess the Xin Zhao. Jochi tries to run him down. Looks for the Gravitum setup. Looking for Kyle next. Heartbreaker comes in. That's 2 for Nio. And even though anyone's legend get the dragon, they play to the strength of their Trinity Force spike. And Nio... This composition is built to let Nio thrive. And now he's found Hope. With no summoner spells, this should be an easy pickup. One more breather of the Ruin King, but Tarzan flashes in, but the rest of Top Esports are ready to bail him out, and now Tarzan has overcommitted. Top Esports are starting to run away with the game.
That was a risky one from Tarzan. I didn't exactly see how that play initially was set up, but going in to save your AD there, I mean, Tarzan gave away his life trying to save Hope. And that lead that Hope had where he was up with the 2 early kills, it's gone completely to the wayside. That's another kill, by the way. Kyle is probably going to go down. Jochi. Okay. Lock comes in.
Shield.
Yeah, Jochi was not able to chase. Had red-white. Do not fight tag was up. Uses that to melt the turret in his 701st game in his LPL career. on his classic Renekton. His job's to hold the line this game, Rafa, and he's going to be behind a little bit, but I still think he can do so.
Which line was, or maybe it was something that wasn't aware of, but it's all good. Top Esports pushing big chicken nugget away from Tarzan.
Saber are probably my two really big moments. I will say that giving away Soul Point to AL with a Cassio Saber comp, I find to be quite dangerous.
Nio, you're gonna have the Heartbreak, but he still gets charmed by the quickness, forced to flash away, and it's a big disengage that comes out from Top Esports. But now that is a Viego without flash, so the next time he goes in,
I didn't gamble though. I didn't get anything for it, you know. Like it's just an L.
Anyone's Legend now have a solid win condition to play for in the next 4 minutes. Meanwhile, 369 into 1v2 was trying to engage onto Flandra. Double slice and dice away, but Tarzan has the audacious charge to flash for 369. Not sure how he was getting out of that play anytime soon. Rest of Top Esports, at least.
True. It's out live, and the patch is in 2 days. So that's fine.
Okay.
It beats the gotcha ads. Oh.
Flandra clipped by a nice scout of the week from Cream. Yeah, good night to the aim. So this will deny the chance for Anyone's Legend to establish vision control. They're dashing onto Cream. He already lost the Edge Veil, or the Banshees. Forced to flash away what could have been a collapse from Anyone's Legend.
A Dragon Soul might be spawning, but given the real estate of bot jungle...
Anyone's Legend now propping an early teleport from Flandra so that he can get in position for this Infernal Soul.
Why did top put so much time and resources into the top side when this Soul is spawning and they're the stronger team? That is a bit perplexing to me. They're late on this, and AL is going to be able to hit it.
369 forced to TP, even though he wasn't even that far away. He just needs to be here for the play. Dredge line goes wide. Good use of Miasma from Shanks to keep space right now. A lot of ultimates being exchanged at the moment. Quickness to hold the line. All 3 members get charmed. The first reset does not go through. Nio cannot get into the pit. And it's looking like Anyone's Legends fight to run. Nio forced to bail. Nobody drops from Anyone's Legend. I see the facepalm from Cubby in my monitor.
The fact that top didn't invest into actually controlling that side of the map is a fundamental issue that Konami would have never allowed.
Not a single miss.
No, well,
now,
and that's Toy Story 4. I'm with Quentin.
No,
I stopped watching.
That doesn't count. Anyway, Flandra gonna lead the charge alongside Kyle with the quickness. First one is the target on Defongway, and poor Cream is forced to flash away. Tarzan picks up 2 in an instant, and the rest of Top Esports, this reset composition, the fantasy for Nio is starting to crumble, just like his late wife, and unfortunately for anyone's, or Top Esports, oh, man, that was a little dark.
Oh, we may not be able to cast again after this one, Rafa. It's been.
It's lore. Hang on. It's Viego lore.
In here for Top Esports. I really like the formation that AL has right now, with Hope and Shanks kind of bouncing back and forth. They don't need to pull or risk this Elder. They win out in the poke war. They just need to not have engages. Or not have a clean engage come in against like full top.
Oh, they're looking right onto Cream as he steps up. They know that he didn't have flash from the prior siege. And good night to Cream. Anyone's Legend, blow him up, and the rest of the Pandas are on the victory march.
Saw the best series so far from Nio and Fengwei. Even if it's not a win, I actually can see some positives taken away from this series for Top Esports. But AL, better team on the deck.
369, one last Hail Mary just to try and clear the wave, but Anyone's Legend are going to push on anyway. Fengwei back from the grave, gets sent back to it just as quickly. The Nexus turrets fall, and Anyone's Legend will take the series 2-1 against Top Esports.
You know what? A lot of utility. Does have a lot of damage as you move later on. I don't want to discredit the power that Elk will have as we move later on into the game. But he's not DPS focused. Very bursty. From the bot side of Waybo Gaming, going to spot out Junjia, and they're going to be fine. And potentially a 3v3 for this bot side. But we look at the mid lane. JDG, they've got Honky with that prio. He can move.
Vampire gets rooted. Good flash away from the Zenith blade. They're just trying to patiently wait, but Elk's been pushed off. Doesn't look like we'll see much of a re-engage here, but still jockeying for position over the scrap. Already seeing a teleport come in from top laner or make an impact once you hit level 6 or whatever objective fight is upcoming. JJ sprinting down to the bottom lane here, so we're going to go in on Elk. But he still has both summoners, and now we're waiting for a turnaround here. JJ lying in wait, flash from Vampire, and the chase is on. He is not going to be able to peel everything off here. The root is there. One more auto attack will do it. It's first blood to JJ. As Junja for the play on the other side, but with summoners up, he'll think better of it.
All right, well, yes, they can get out, is the short answer there. And now Xiaoshu actually forcing the flash on the top side. So the Kasane dings level 6, tries to all in the rumble. Honestly, I'm okay with seeing definitely a nice change of pace where we're battling and trying to make sure that both of our sides are in trouble. And
here's the curtain call. We're going to target out Vampire first. He's low and forced away. Are we going to wait or are we going to look for Gali? He's sitting in the alcove, last shot coming through!
Oh no!
And Gala flashed into it! Disaster strikes and Vampire knows that his goose is cooked. A double kill on the bottom lane for Elk.
And we were talking in the pre-show, the solo lanes have been the problem for Waybo. A bit safer from ganks.
Dragon going to be started up by Waybo Gaming. Meanwhile, up on the top side, Junja is going to take out these scrubs. Things considered. Nothing kill lead. 1,000 gold lead to Xiao, who is going to be able to scoop him up, and the play is made onto Honkyu. Well played from the Waybo mid support duo.
And they are rolling through JDG in this early game. Now looking to overextend maybe a little bit.
Yeah, and there's a Cataclysm, and Jinja's got no flash to get out. So he gives his life over. Junja gets his first.
Yeah, fully channeled.
For Xiaoshu. 2,000 HP on this dragon. Who wants it? JJ standing around and is able to secure it with a smite steal, and now the fight's gonna break out. Xiaoshu soaking up a lot of that damage that we were talking about, and there's a good equalizer. It means that nobody can really get out. There's that bullet time, but it's not touching Elk. Vampire's in big trouble. JJ chasing after him, and now Gala's stuck in the back of the pit. He does have his flash available, and the snipe is there. Junja goes in, Xiaoshu goes in, everybody on Waybo goes into the pit, and everybody in JDG dies in the pit. Xiaoshu, the realm warp out. They couldn't interrupt Honkyu. It's still a big win for Waybo. 3 for 1. 2 of this Rift Herald. Clear out some vision first, and now finally start it up.
Oh. Oh, whoa!
Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, wait, now we're just going here. Knock him straight up in the air, and it ends up working out for Waybo. I didn't like it, but it worked.
That was very funny, I'm going to be honest. Junji and Mrs. Q onto Mrs. Q. They both just fly by one another. The rest of Waybo swoops in. Guys, this is how we do it. And this game, very happy that they found this early lead, and with 2 dragons at their back, with this Rift Herald going their way as well, there's nothing particularly that isn't going in their favor. Gala working his way towards a collector. This feels like a MF build that's really not going to do all that much. I think that Zika probably just walks this out.
Maybe. That equalizer went down. Now he's going to get some help from JJ. Zika overheated. Does mean that he's going to have to walk out. So, good on you there.
Not going to be too great. Looks like Waybo feeling like the team that don't want to fight for this, but TP comes in maybe a little late here.
Joshua still has this big shield. I don't think we're going to see a steal here, and we won't, but are we going to get a fight? Xiao wants to get it. Big knockums, bullet time over the top. It's big damage. Xiao trying to keep everybody away. Desperately trying to run, but a fall. JJ goes in and goes out. There's this curtain call. Just trying to keep JDG away for the moment. JDG get the dragon and get a kill.
And it's another big blunder by Xiaohu. His woes for the first split of... Yeah, really big blunder there.
The 3-man game we've been talking about at JDG, Xiaoshu, Gala, and Vampire, really coming up huge in that fight. I feel like this is much ado about nothing, but we'll see, as they are doing some serious damage to Xiaoshu here. He's forced to all out. He doesn't have any assistance coming from any friends, but he's saying maybe I could just do this myself. Good damage coming in onto JJ, but the last knockup is there, and Zika gets the kill.
Top tier 1 turret, but nobody's responding on this bot side to Zika, who's now got a lot of alone time with a tier 2 turret down on that bot side. It's incredibly difficult, and Gala in particular trying to rip through any top laner on this MF, going to struggle until that IE is finished.
We're going to look for Vampire here, and then we're going to be able to take him out. It's Elk picking up kill number 5. Just a missed position there. We're flashing after Gala. Equalizer's on his head. The curtain call is curtains for Gala. 2 kills for Waybo Gaming, and they're pinging the bear.
Tier wall should not be possible. even taking these cones down as well. Let's see how well can Junjia make his way in. Honkyu could realm warp him in, but that is a one-way trip if I ever saw one.
Urha's kiting back. They have some damage here. It's realm warp coming in, and it's just a little bit too late. Down you go, Vi. Hook going down onto Honkyu. He's desperate to try to find a way out, but he'll find only death. A double kill for Elk, the former BLG 80 carry.
The second she even steps up on their screen, it's just JJ jump in, find the Cataclysm, Equalizer over the top, and that 3-level advantage for Zika as well is going to feel all too good.
Cashed in on, God, the dopamine hit when you hit a fully candied up turret is real good. Here's Junjia on the side, looking for Elk. He's forced to flash away, but the peel is there. Ooh. Junjia goes down.
I mean, you have to go for those Hail Marys, but it's just so difficult at this stage to really think that you can get anything from these spots, as maybe Zika a little bit too far forward. No engage from Vampire there means that he's able to escape, but they're just laying waste to all the structures, all the turrets, and Waybo Gaming, not necessarily a victory march just yet, but feeling pretty confident, pretty happy with where they are.
It's pretty damn close, Rudin, as that middle inhibitor turret and inhibitor will go down. It's a 10k gold lead for Waybo Gaming. The 1-3 Waybo Gaming, who have looked hapless in their last 3 matches. This is the team that we expected them to be. All business here in game 1 against JDG. 2 inhibitors down. 4 members strong up in this top side now.
Good thing for JDG is that they've been able to push out this bot wave very, very far using Honkyu. Now he's going to have to base before this third inhibitor through top on that first Baron, and maybe they'll have a good answer, maybe they won't. There isn't particularly one that's there. GA on Jija, so he's probably fine.
They interrupted the knock-up there. JJ is going to go down. There's an ultimate on the backside. There's that bullet time, forcing Elk away. JJ back up. Now we're realm warping in. JDG say, hey, this is our chance, but they're immediately denied by Xiaohu. Waybo Gaming gonna pick off a couple more members here. Well done by the maligned Waybo mid laner, slamming the door shut on JDG. Game 1 to Waybo.
The redemption for Xiaohu. He's got a lot of work to do to right the wrongs of the entire split, but that is going to be a surefire way to put him back in the Waybo fans' good graces. It's an all or nothing from Wash for Xiaoshu on that top side. Obviously, in a previous series, had a mammoth performance up against anyone's legend, almost single-handedly turning that game back in their favor. In this same match,
Gala's got no idea.
Yeah, this is not a red side, Alistair.
Yeah, Gala's going to find out real quick. Knocked up and punted back into the rest of the squad.
Oh, no!
Oh, he fails the flash, too, and it's first blood to start up for JDG.
Yeah, the Drake is a form of interruption as well. Definitely not something that we would look to see. But a nice little pickup overall. And now that Dragon being started, JDG need this.
Erha is not close yet. There's that Keeper's Verdict with the Dragon secured. And now we're going to be able to blow up Vampire. So they're going to trade out a kill for the support of JDG.
Importantly, if that connects, pretty sure Honkyu's just dead to rights, but the Merc Tread's giving him a little bit of safety as well, a little bit of tenacity versus this.
They're walking up. Vampire, though, not able to land the charm on the multiple members here. JJ punts a man out, but here comes Honkyu. Good sidestep, but I don't think it's going to matter. Pelted with rocks, and it's going to be a kill going over to Honkyu. First of the game for JDG, 16 minutes in.
And he's almost level 15, which is wild.
Yeah, there's just been no disruption for these top laners in this game. So Zika, again, he did big things on the Jax in the first series of the year. Here's this Weaver's Wall coming through. It does not block Shelly. Another miscue from JDG. And they are not able to pick up this dragon either. It's taking them time.
I mean, I don't think they're going to get it at all. I'm looking at Gala recalling. I'm looking at Honkyu walking out of base. The dragon's already been started. Zika's just taken this turret, and now the pieces, the dominoes are starting to fall for JDG, and they don't really look like they've got any stopping power in this. Their engaged threats are neutralized by Jija and Aha here on this Alistair.
I know I've made fun of some culinary prowess in the past, and I try not to make a habit of that. We're seeing a teleport come down here on the bottom side. It is just Arhaz, but he is here to protect JJ as they take him down to half HP. But again, there's just nothing that JDG is doing is actually progressing the game for them.
Correct. They're going to take this tier 1 turret, which is
right,
a little bit of gold in their back pocket. So 130 gold for Hong.
Empty, only do cardio. That's what it feels like a lot of the JDG members are doing. They're just running around the map. I mean, JJ just gets to walk up with reckless abandon. Now we're going to try to make a play on this bot side here. But Hongyu has to flash over the wall. An ill-fated ultimate means that Zika will eat him alive, and he gets a double kill for himself.
Yeah, finally we get a couple of kills now. Junja looking for Xiaohu. He has to Nimbus strike out to safety as the TP comes through to defend. And he's going to make sure that that tier 2 turret doesn't fall on the bot side, but I fear
very difficult for Junja to try and do anything here. He is going to be able to hop over the wall. Vampire's just going to kind of run distraction here. Exhaust goes down onto Arha. Vampire down to half HP as the Baron continues to be done. But look at Zika. He's looking to shove out Junja here. There's the Cyclone for the knock-up.
Oh,
Chains lands as well, but he went golden, and Gala mistimes his arrow. It's Waybo.
Take down the Zehen after the fact as well. And you know, maybe a minute and maybe 2 minutes ago here, Yanni, the top lane item disparity was not too measurable. However, now which is a win for the time being for JDG, but the second that gets picked up, I mean, this Sivir is just going to be an absolute fiend. Xiaohu should be able to ulti this out.
Stuck in a 2v1, and he's not able to escape in time. Well played there by JDG, and a re-engage coming through. But there's not enough Waybo members here. Airhop popping that ultimate, runs away, but look at what's happening on the bottom side. Waybo stretching the map well.
I'd like to think that they should still look, right? Let's go 4v3, and Vampire gets caught on the flip side of the map. Now Dieja and Elk going to be this 2-man band, bash throwing their way through the topside jungle. Looking for this top tier 2 turret. They've already taken the bot lane inhibitor. Zika, wherever he goes, he's just an absolute menace. He's 2-0-0, not particularly the greatest scoreline, but his threat in this game is just massive. Look at the damage, no Infinity Edge.
Yeah. It's so crazy, man. I mean, Sivir is just a champion that just gets to do that. It's so difficult because if you can't play next to the wave, you can't really defend anything. I mean, Elk and Jeje are just marching in right now. We're getting a teleport in here from Xiaohu to continue this Baron up push here. Baron about to wear off, but I don't think it's going to matter all that much. There's not a damn thing that JDG can do about it. Waybo Gaming walk in. They're going to take another turret in the base. Question is, will they look for the inhibitor?
I think they can, because it's a lethality virus and you've got a lot of HP. The likelihood is he's not going to be too dangerous. No flash out.
Yeah, we're attacking him again, and this time,
oh, Poppy.
The Keeper's Verdict denies it. Elk will eventually fall, but not before Waybo Gaming get a lick back, and yeah, Zik is just on this backside, causing a bunch of problems. He's got a double kill for himself, and he's looking to walk down Junja here. He'll find him as well as Xiaohu's around. The turret not really going to be able to help the cause out too much. Junja's stuck on an island right now.
Yeah, he's able to barely limp his way out to safety. Deadman's Plate not quite going to be enough.
And they're just bringing the Nexus turrets.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bot wave for them, and with the Jax in their back pocket, Waybo are probably just going to take this game, take this series, and Xiaosu going to have to try and defend it.
Is he going to use his Grim Deliverance? We haven't seen it yet. I think it's just too late at this point. Nexus exposed, and now they're going to be the ones to turn around. Zika going golden. Knock up onto Xiaohu. Some Xiaoshu on Xiaohu violence, but no kills in it. And Waybo Gaming slowly bleed out JDG.